at some point in time, man, when you get into the music business, you don't know any better.
Yeah.
When do you start to want to know better so that you could do better? Is it 10 years down the line after you done ran through 3 or 4 investors? Is it after you done signed through 4 or 5 contracts? Is it after you've squandered 2 or 3 loans? Is it after you ran through 2 or 3 PPs? After you done ran off on the plug 4 or 5 times? When is the moment when you be like, maybe I'll listen to the professionals?
I got the cheat code to the street. Gotta make sure that my family eat. I get the cheat code, I'm a beast. They said they'll never let me out of lease. Stop all the cap, I'm just trying to see. You really back what you talk on the beat. They put me in, I'ma walk on the beat. I eat my plate and it make me obese. I been pushing lyrics like a kingpin. And when today we got them.
Hey, what's up,
great
guys?
shirt.
Nice shirts, guys.
Thanks, yeah.
Nice shirts.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm reading the
Good ones.
process.
Yeah.
Get back to you guys in a minute.
One time for the merch that we received. Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
I got an autograph.
Super good. I've been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
More than I
been?
like to.
Where have you been going?
All
over
over
the
the
world?
place. But what's funny is I don't tell people when I'm traveling.
You're like
I'm,
one of the
I'm a little
passport bros.
standoffish.
You're like one of the passport bros because you just get up and go. Like anywhere that you lay your head
There's
is
a
your
diner
home.
near my house where I go for breakfast on the weekends, and the guy that always serves me calls me passport.
Yeah, because you're up and out of here.
I seem to always
Yeah.
be traveling.
It's like every
yeah.
time I talk to you, you're about to get. And I know you're traveling because I get the early morning phone call.
Yeah.
When you're waiting for like the Uber to go to the airport, that's the only time I hear from you before 10 a.m. It's like
don't know, man.
9:30. Oh, where you going to? You're off to Los Angeles or something? It's like, fuck yeah, how did you know?
By the way,
Kingpin?
thanks for calling me at 6 a.m.
9:15, yeah. Exactly. I
think
forgot
talked
that
to
you were in
Wendy.
California.
I talked to
That's
Wendy
low.
like all hours of the day and night. I
It's
don't
true.
know.
Shh, don't tell him. He'll call me early.
I think our group chat is a clear indicator of that, because we've joked about our group chat being like the most obnoxious, and it definitely. I know I'm
Anything
going to get
happens in there.
at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell anybody about their ass, and at 4 o'clock in the morning I'll be like, hey, look at this funny meme I found, you guys, and I know you guys are like, what? Get a life.
But you know what you do, Kingpin? That's so funny. Kingpin goes in. Like you'll be ghost for about 3 hours, and then when you come back, you
ding, ding,
come
ding, ding,
back.
ding, 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 yeah.
You're back.
yeah.
I had to refresh, had to shake it off.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I see like 10 notifications. I said, oh shit, let me catch up.
Yeah, Kingpin is here.
Let me read up.
What do you do? But when you see the 10 or 11, you know,
I like when he gets
okay.
mad and leaves.
I normally
leaving the chat.
text and then hit enter. I don't give the whole paragraph because somebody's not going to read the whole paragraph.
It's true. That's
So
what I
I'm
do.
getting-
I give
You
pieces.
You give me line after line.
Got me sent.
Yeah.
Did not take sent, as opposed to just reading the Bible scripture, because then I get it off, but I know they're not going to get it. You know what I mean?
true. I do the same
Because
thing.
I'll tell you what, some of you people write me them big old Bible scriptures, I delete them and then I block you. So not only did I not see it, but you'll never get a chance to try it again.
To be in front of you
Damn.
again.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
think about that before you go on the cheat code page and start giving us those long Bible scriptures about how wrong we are. Please. That'd be me. I'm not ashamed to admit it. When they go on there and they be poking fun at us, bro, and they be like, you dead ass wrong. And then I go look at their page and they have 2 posts and 15 profiles. Boy, that scuffs my Timbs. Let me tell you about your country. Little buddy, what is wrong with you? Huh? You thought this was you imagined
Scuffs
you
my
wanted to wake
Timbs.
up one day and just be a musician. Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. And then you go in and you look up and it's like, oh my God, this company just spent $22 billion on AI and I can't get my clients to invest $20 a month.
But Kingpin will get you. Oh, I just looked you up. You have 10 profiles with your name. Don't talk to me.
What is there to talk about? You have never bothered. I'm the wrong person to ask for sympathy for. You have never bothered to go look at your own profiles.
Yeah.
If you never searched yourself, bro, why would you expect me not to go hard on
Thank
you?
you. By the way, I had an artist cap out on Instagram and posted he did 1 million streams, and I said, nah, this
That's
don't look right.
$4,000.
Correct, but even if I was like, nah, this don't look right. So I sent it to Kingpin. I said, Kingpin, is this accurate?
I send them back the meme with the guy had the big hat, the big baseball hat.
Oh, it was a big
I
old
sent them-
cap.
Yeah, I sent them the meme
He
for
had
that.
a
Like, no.
large blue cap. It was so
absolutely
funny.
not.
And I just was like, you could tell. You could tell. I could tell.
At an eyeball, you could look at it and tell it's wrong.
Yeah.
And then the last thing you want, is for somebody that can or know what to look for, go looking.
Yeah.
Because then it makes everything that you say, like I tone you out at that point.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you think everything's bullshit at that point. You think all the numbers
So
are
for example,
are
just to
floppy.
fill in our coders, I saw an artist. He had 1 million streams.
He got his Spotify wrapped up.
Yeah,
He said he
his
had a
Spotify
million
wrapped up. He had 1 million
streams, 150,000 monthly listeners. The numbers were there to show growth.
And then I saw it, and I just was like, I know him. I was like, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like this is genuine, authentic streams, real motion.
Let's go look at it.
Because I would feel it a little bit more if this was accurate right here. And
Yeah, you feel the buzz.
I would feel the buzz,
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
did not, because it's more of a begging coming from this particular
Although I
artist.
got to
No
tell you,
disrespect
a
to
million
him.
streams is not a lot. I'm sorry to say
This is
that,
correct.
but it's
But even
in the scheme
then,
of things,
it
it's
still
a nice
was
start.
a moment. I was just like, man, I don't know. Kingpin, check this out for me.
Yeah, and I took the dive, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I want to know as much as the next person. I want to know
Yeah.
what works, what doesn't work, you know what I mean?
Same.
So I don't have no problem when my peers send me an artist and tell me, Kingpin, look at, me and Tony had a conversation yesterday. It was, Kingpin, I want you to look up this artist and send me some more information on it. And we do this all of the time to help each other. This is what we're supposed to do in this business because
Exactly.
it's going to
Steel
help.
sharpens steel.
Hey, man, it's going to help the people that you're calling your friends and your associates steer away from the shenanigans or steer closer
Or
to
steer
victory.
to 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's either or. But you got to communicate, man. And you don't think people are going to look? Why would you send out something to somebody that works on the radio with a million fake, it's a photographed image. The guy may have had 10,000 Spotify streams.
Let me ask you both a question.
Not a million.
Why did this artist do that? Why do you guys think this artist did that?
Because
Validation.
99.9% of the people don't go check.
Validation. He wanted to show that he was doing something.
He got
and
the
feel
traction on
better
the social media
about
post.
himself.
He got the comments and likes that he that.
Why
that,
do
that made
people
it
wear fake jewelry or
look.
bootleg
Don't get me started
designer?
On that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I know where
at
you're
the
going
end
with
of
that.
the day, at the end of the day, those
We've been in those meetings together.
those things are confidence builders. You know what I mean? It's like, let's look at the University of Miami. Okay, I'm always talking about sports, and I'm gonna give you guys one that you can digest. Usually the first game of the college season is like a pushover team. It's
Right.
somebody that you can go on there and beat up so you can get your confidence right.
Right.
It's the same thing with a championship boxer. The first 2 or 3 people he's going to fight are going to be pushovers that he can go in the ring and whoop up on and to get his confidence back up.
Yeah.
There's no artist that really wants to, you don't think or you don't know what 1,000 people look like. Walk this dog back in. I was reading. Jesus, it's amazing what you can find when you read. I was reading an article that was recently written, and it expressed that Walmart knows more about their customers than musicians do about
Say
their
it again,
fans.
say it again.
That was the name, that was the headline
say that again.
of the article.
Can you say it again?
Walmart knows more about their customers than musicians do about their fans. And then it went on to explain how a lot of it's not just the artist. A lot of the platforms are the go-between for the relationship with these artists, and they leverage exposure and reach to this fan base from this artist in exchange for more engagement or more attention on their particular platform. So it goes to just break down all of that, where in essence, most people want 1 million streams. Most people want to share that they have 1 million streams. They're getting played in 123 countries because that's what they equate with success.
Right.
Where is the money that you made from the 1 million
Well,
streams?
there is no money. First of all, it's only if it's real, it's only $4,000.
Correct.
And it takes way more than an investment of $4,000 to build a career. But secondly, it's up your algorithm because if you've got a whole lot of fake stuff, that's what the algorithm is going to focus on. It's going to focus on Bangladesh or whatever you're doing in order to boost your streams.
There's a
So you're
dashboard.
feeling good about yourself right now, but at some point, I'm sorry to interrupt you. At some point, that money is gonna falter, and you're not gonna be able to keep up the fake for the next 20 years of your career. So what are you gonna do?
There are
You're gonna have to
distributors
start over.
that have access to programs that will show them your inflated streams.
Yes,
And now with
our eyes see
distributors,
it. We can see it
I
when
can
we
see
look.
it. I can
now
feel
with the
it.
distributors getting
Yes.
penalized, the quickest way that you're gonna get, I'm telling you, man, we talked about it. We spoke about this at the beginning of last year. It ain't gonna be long before they start snatching the shit down at that. It wasn't even a hot 12 months before they did it. And now I'm
Exactly.
telling you, you're gonna start to see a lot of artist catalogs mysteriously disappear because their done got wiped out.
But they need to.
100%.
Because they're taking up space.
Space.
They're taking up little
Server
tiny
space,
monetization, bandwidth. They're taking up everything.
Yep.
Like, get out the way.
I just get frustrated when the artist walks up to me with a $20,000 necklace on, if that's real, and
You already know what I think.
the posts claiming that you are having millions and millions of streams and hundreds of thousands of Spotify listeners, and then you're complaining about creating a budget for you to have a camera person, for you to shoot content, for you to move around. Like, you're complaining about the wrong things. It bothers me. It's happening a lot.
Whenever an artist starts to complain about the staff and team, I do one thing. I go to Google and I ask Google, how many employees does Interscope Record have? And then I'll show them that answer. That's what you want to compete with, right? You want to be Snoop Dogg. You want to be Dre. You want to be Pink. You want to be Lady Gaga. 488 employees, bozo. Yeah. 488. And you know what you need to make payroll?
It's broken down.
You got to make a profit to make payroll.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
You got to make a profit to make payroll. And if you don't have a profit to make payroll, you can't make payroll. You're not going to have employees. If you don't have employees, it's going to be you and your mama in that garage. That's the part that it baffles me.
Can we talk about the L that it takes? It takes a lot of L's to create a W.
Yes, it does.
Because we're losing a lot.
Yes, it does.
In the beginning.
And failure is lessons, right?
Correct.
It's not
the
failure.
Failures, the L's are more so lessons because we're learning
it shouldn't be called failure.
The L's are the learning process. We're
I think it's
going
only
through the process.
I think it's only a loss when we didn't apply what we learned.
Okay, I got that.
And I think
Correct.
that it becomes a loss. When we learn something and we didn't try to correct that moving forward, or we
Correct.
neglected it, or we just hidden it, then that becomes a loss because that was something that could have been overlooked or could have been taken care of, prevented, and it wasn't because of negligence,
Right.
which is a direct problem with laziness, which is a problem with time management. So here we are back at the beginning again.
Yeah.
There ain't enough time in the day for you to play Fortnite and type out your lyrics.
Right.
There's not enough time in the day for you to sit there and Twitch stream for 3 hours and write a song. I understand, bro. You gotta pick and pull. You gotta pick your poison.
Because they saw T Grizzly making money playing 2K on Twitch. They want to do it too.
Absolutely.
But you're not T Grizzly and you don't have that fan base
Correct.
set up
You don't
yet
have that following.
for you to make this money.
Why are we such a follower economy?
I have no idea.
I don't understand where that came from. It's like one person starts.
I just feel like that's how society
company,
is
somebody else
made.
bites that and wants that
Well,
company.
because there's 8 billion people in the world, and if in order for you to be the best, there has to be another one. If you're the only one, then you're not the best. You're the only one. Well, I'm going to come in and I'm going to challenge that title. I
Okay.
want to be the better one. You can't be the best until there's more than two. Because if
Right.
you're the only one, whether you're not the better one or you're not the best one, you're the only one. If you're the one of the other ones, then you're the better one because one is better than the other.
So it's a measuring
But
stick.
if there's
Okay.
three, then one is the best, and that's what these guys are all chasing for. They're all chasing these metrics and these numbers that help them identify as the best, as an up-and-comer, as a riser to the top. Jelly Roll just won New Artist of the Year, 40-some-odd years old.
Yes.
And he's been rapping for
Yes.
10, 15 years, man.
Yes.
Had a cult following,
time
been
for
on
Jelly Roll?
tour, sold
Actually-
merchandise, done videos, the whole 9 yards.
I've known him since the 90s, so it's
And there's something poetic
25
about a
years.
40-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And he didn't give up, and he did it. And guess what? I'm not saying that you have to go his route, but I'm saying that at some point in time, man, when you get into the music business, you don't know any better.
Yeah.
When do you start to want to know better so
Right.
that you could do better? Is it 10 years down the line after you done ran through 3 or 4 investors? Is it after you done signed through 4 or 5 contracts? Is it after you've squandered 2 or 3 loans? Is it after you ran through 2 or 3 PPs? After you done ran off on the plug 4 or 5 times? When is the moment when you be like, maybe I'll listen to the professionals? Man, maybe doing it, my way. Work
Because
for
I
Frank
think-
Sinatra, but maybe not me.
I think they have the privilege of creating the music. Therefore, that's in their brain.
They don't create the
only
music, Rory.
thing that they're responsible for.
Rory, how can you? These guys don't have producer agreements. The engineers, 8 out of 7,
right.
6 out of 10 of these artists are artists because the engineers are fire.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't get me started on
Man,
that.
don't get me started. The fact of the matter is, everybody can rap. That doesn't mean that everybody should.
Should.
Everybody can play basketball. That doesn't mean everybody
Everyone
should. So that's the moral of the story. Who are we to tell people what they can and can't do? We're not. What we're telling you is, if you want to get in this business and you want to be profitable about this and you want to make some money and you want to keep your sanity and you don't want to make more enemies on your way to the top and you don't want to be a scumbag, you don't have to steal souls and sell dreams.
Right.
You can do this the right way, but it requires an obscene amount of work, an obscene amount of a commitment,
And
a
money.
sacrifice, and the only way to make a small fortune in the music industry is to start with a large one. Hate me.
That's real.
Hate me. Hate me. That's fine. The only way to make a small fortune in the music industry is to start with a large one. If it were just about money, Floyd Mayweather would have the most profitable record label in the history of rap music. There's no more recognizable person in urban music other than Floyd Money Mayweather. The Money Team, the jewelry, the opulence, nothing says rapper lifestyle like Floyd Money Mayweather. And if that's the kind of money that you need and you still can't get it with that kind of money, then it's not about money. It's not a shot at Floyd. It's not a shot at anybody that has money. It's not a shot at Allen Iverson or Kobe, God bless the dead, or Shaquille O'Neal or any athlete that's ever wanted to pick up a microphone or stand in front of a camera. It is not a dig at you. It is a fact. If money was all that it took, then it would be only the rich kids that would be superstar athletes.
Yep.
If money was all that it took, then it would only be the rich kids that were neurosurgeons and astrophysicists and nuclear. It would only be the rich people if money was all that it took in life. God, and it's not about fucking money.
Right.
It's about getting off and making a fucking decision. Everybody can do it. You want to know who will? The ones that want to.
Yeah.
Everybody can do it. You know who will? The ones that want to.
And the ones that put the time in and the effort.
Now listen, no deposit, no return. If you don't put nothing in, you will get nothing out. The music business, life, barber salon, a dentist office, admissions testing, no deposit, no return. You don't put nothing into your business, you will get nothing out of it.
I've learned that how you show up for things is how you show up for everything.
Yeah.
So if you show up lazy in your life, you're going to be lazy in your business. If you're looking for a shortcut in your life, you're looking for a shortcut in your business. How you show up for one thing is how you show up for everything.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is.
But it's
in a way, though, it's good
it's a way to
because it
see
makes
things,
us
though.
stand out.
Yeah, it make the people who work for
and
real
it
stand
also
out.
it
Yeah.
also helps us see
Especially in
things
this
for what they
industry.
are.
Yeah.
I like that we can see things for what they are.
Agreed.
And I'm not mad at somebody. If I see a snake, I'm not mad at him for being a snake.
I am.
I know he's a snake.
That's okay.
I don't.
I am.
I don't have to walk around them. I don't have to shoo them. I just know that if I get within striking distance, I know I'm going to get bit, no matter what my intentions are.
True. It's just too easy to do this right. Why do it wrong and rob people?
And that's why
That's
I
where
am
the
the way
street
I
should
am.
be in the music industry.
It's too easy to do it right
There should be
because to do it
consequence.
right requires you to get up, get out of your feelings, and get to work. And it's easier to get up and get right into your feelings and do no work. It's so much easier to roll out of bed into your feelings than it is to roll out of bed into work. It's so much easier to complain. You get to do it from the bed. Could you imagine? Most of the people that are complaining on Instagram, they're doing it from the couch or the bed.
Yeah.
They're having their talk with you in their car after they've had their meltdown. They've pulled over, they've stopped, and now they want to complain. They're never complaining in the midst of them doing something happy. Because
Or
they're
working.
not complaining when they're miserable. They're only complaining when they're sad. And it's
Right.
like you only give
they're
praise
not
when
busy.
things are going good for you. You know, when you're not busy, come on, man. Find you something that you want to champion for in your life, and let that be your cause. If you want to go to school, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entertainer, if you want to be an influencer, whatever it is that you want to be. But at some point in time, you got to wake up every day and figure out what is the first thing that I need to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what do I need to do today to get to that end goal?
365. So whatever you learned
write it
today, in 365 days, you're gonna either have to do it again or know that you should have never had to do it from the beginning.
Right.
Because if this is something that you want to do, continue to put out records, guess what? You're gonna record music every day, and it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop this year. It's not gonna stop next year. My wife, Mrs. Claus, my wife told me this the other day. We were having a conversation. Snoop's been rapping since the 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Still.
Still.
Still. It's 2024. Snoop Dogg just said he was gonna go smokeless. Talking about a barbecue grill,
It's
and had
not
the
true.
world insane. Said, Mr. Marijuana,
For 10
what?
minutes.
They changed the laws for this man to go to Dubai and smoke weed. He's not gonna quit smoking. Who amongst us? Who now is building that type of following? Who amongst us now? Which artist now amongst in this crop of artists is gonna build that fan base, that doctor that listened to them when they were 18 years old that is now making $400,000 a year? Who among us is gonna have that audience, that fan base, that disposable income to go see you perform at your residency in Las Vegas? Who? Which one of these artists? I challenge you. And if you guys aren't having your business infrastructure set up that way, then unfortunately, you're running in circles. You're running a rat race that you're never gonna win. because there's no finish line when you run in circles.
That's real.
Cheat code.
Cheetah Kodai.
Happy New Year, you. I'm gonna see you on the flip side of 2024. Hopefully, you'll have one of these on.